On behalf of Icy Tales, I take immense pleasure in welcoming Anamika ma'am, who is a life coach who helps people get through tough times in their lives. So I'm so excited to have you on board, ma'am. How are you doing?
Hello, Hiba. Thank you so much for having me over. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking.
Thank you, ma'am. I think we should get started because I get all these positive vibes and I can't wait to see how this discussion goes forward. So can we get started?
Good to go. Good to go.
Thank you for that thumbs up. So my first question is talk to us about your story behind becoming a life coach.
Okay. So basically, Hiba, the thing is that in India, a lot of us are looking for answers, but we are looking for it at the wrong places. We're looking for it in our kundlis, horoscopes, pundits, and numerologists, and all those people. I'm not saying that it is not a science. It is a science indeed. Astrology is a science. Numerology is a science. I know it. I have practiced it myself. However, I believe it is, when we get dependent on it too much, तो फिर we do not get the solutions, हमें solution नहीं मिलते हैं, and then what happens is that we become dependent on that. Only if the Pandit ji will tell you, okay, this boy is right for you, then you will marry, otherwise you'll be confused. So things do not work out like this. अगर आप किसी जॉब में हैं, जब तक पंडित जी बोलते रहेंगे पर राहु चल रहा है, आप कहीं और जगह अप्लाई नहीं करेंगे. So things, अब ये नए जमाने के हिसाब से, नई टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से नया माइंडसेट भी होना चाहिए. So what life coaching does is it makes you independent. Whatever your goals are, हम बिलीव करते हैं कर्मा पे. वी बिलीव इन एक्शंस. हमारे लिए एक्शन इज एवरीथिंग. आप जिस चीज के लिए ड्रीम कर रहे हो बट एक्ट नहीं कर रहे हो, दैट मीन्स दैट इज जस्ट अ ड्रीम गोल. दैट इज नॉट योर एक्चुअल गोल. एक होता है कि सिर्फ विश, और हो सकता है एक्चुअल गोल. तो वो आपका सिर्फ विश है, तो उसमें कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता. सो व्हाट अ लाइफ कोच डज इज कि वो आपके साथ मिलकर के आपके गोल के अकॉर्डिंगली स्टेप्स बनाते हैं, आपके साथ मिलके ऑब्स्टिकल्स पे काम करते हैं. एंड ऑब्स्टिकल्स पे आपको क्या और बिलीफ सिस्टम के मेंटल ऑब्स्टिकल्स आते हैं, फिजिकल ऑब्स्टिकल्स भी आते हैं. मेंटल कहाँ आप स्टक होते हो बिलीफ सिस्टम पे. सो इट्स वेरी टेक्निकल, साइकोलॉजिकल, scientific, and it is a short system of achieving your goals. So that's why I thought, I know numerology, I know tarot, I know some of astrology also, and I have practiced tarot and I have practiced numerology myself. बट मुझे लगा कि लोग बहुत डिपेंडेंट होते हैं. मुझे somehow लगता था कि they pay me lot of money, बट मैं उनको सिर्फ एक सोल्यूशन बताती हूँ, then they are again calling me, नहीं ये कैसे होगा, वो कैसे होगा. So I found that they are very vulnerable. तो मुझे वो चीज लगी कुछ और सोल्यूशन होना चाहिए which is concrete. So I did life coaching study from ICF, and I also took their membership, International Coaching Federation membership. So now I'm a member of International Coaching Federation. I'm practicing life coaching in India. So this is the story behind life coaching, that I was looking for the real answers.
I think this automatically connects to what my next question is. Since you said that life coaching is mostly about, helping people, your Instagram bio states that you are on a mission to help 1 lakh people get better in their lives. So talk to us about that and what exactly is that?
Okay, so Hiba, like I said कि इंडिया में हम सबको कुछ ना कुछ चीजें चाहिए, हम सबके गोल्स हैं, लेकिन हम उनको गलत जगह पे ढूंढ रहे हैं. So a student has a goal that the student wants to secure good marks and become someone in their lives. कुछ भी जो उनका एम है कि वो ये बनना चाहते हैं, जो भी पर्टिकुलर प्रोफेशन वो चूज करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन उसके लिए जब वो फोकस करना आता है, करने की बात आती है, then they lack in focus, then they lack in clarity कि अभी कौन सा सब्जेक्ट पढ़ें, कितना पढ़ें, इसने ये कह दिया, उसने वो कह दिया. So my whole objective to help to begin with 1 lakh people. अभी मेरे पास almost 20,000 22,000 का list already हो चुका है that people have helped and I've impacted their lives. So what happens is कि मैं चाहती हूँ कि उस student level से बच्चों को goals clear हो जाए, focus पे work होना शुरू हो जाए, कि अगर मेरा ये goal है, मैंने आज focus नहीं किया तो ये goal नहीं होने वाला है. So the more I'm able to help them from their student life, तो बड़े तक आते आते उनको काफी सारी क्लैरिटी मिल जाएगी. सो आई डू दिस हेल्पिंग थ्रू माय सोशल मीडिया. लाइक जो लोग स्टूडेंट्स मेरी फीस अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते, सेशंस नहीं अफोर्ड कर पाते हैं, पेरेंट्स से परमिशन नहीं ले पाते, then हम सेशंस ले, they watch my videos on YouTube, they watch my videos on Instagram, and they are connected with me on Facebook and all, and they message me, and वो जो मैसेज करते हैं ट्राई मैं उनकी क्वेरीज के अकॉर्डिंगली वीडियोस बनाऊं, बी इट यूट्यूब, बी इट इंस्टाग्राम. बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग जो है मुझे क्वेरीज करते हैं, मैम फोकस नहीं हो रहा, मैम रिलेशनशिप प्रॉब्लम है, मैम पेरेंट्स के साथ नहीं बनती है, यू नो वी डोंट नो हाउ टू टॉक टू देम और हाउ टू कन्विंस देम और हाउ टू कम्युनिकेट विद देम प्रॉपर्ली. सो आई ट्राई एंड टेक अप दोज सब्जेक्ट्स एंड मेक वीडियोस, बिकॉज सबके साथ वन ऑन वन सेशन कर पाना पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाता. सो आई ट्राई कि जिसकी भी जो भी क्वेरी आ रही है, अगर वो वन ऑन वन सेशन वैसे नहीं अफोर्ड कर पा रहे हैं तो मेरे सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू मैं उनकी क्वेरीज और उनको जैसे भी हेल्प कर सकती हूँ वो करूँ. एंड देन देयर आर पीपल जो एक्चुअली मेरे वन ऑन वन सेशंस लेते हैं, दे आर माय क्लाइंट्स, आई हेल्प देम, एंड उनके में इंडिविजुअल जो भी इश्यूज होते हैं, गोल्स होते हैं, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आई मेक plan for them. Not, I would not say I make them, I make plan, we make plan, me and the client, we make plan together, and then we chalk out the whole strategy कि कैसे रहने वाला है, अगर लॉन्ग टर्म गोल है, शॉर्ट टर्म गोल है, कैसे उसको किस तरीके से करना है. एंड समटाइम्स पीपल मेक गोल्स बट comes to working feel overwhelmed, उनको लगता है कि नहीं हो पा रहा है, then motivating them through my motivational sessions, that also I do. So ये approach रहती है one on one sessions की. And then I conduct sessions in corporates, organizations, schools, universities, institutions. So वहां पर जाके भी जितने मास को हम इम्पैक्ट कर सकते हैं, जितने लोगों से बात कर सकते हैं कॉमन इश्यूज पे, बी प्रोडक्टिविटी, लीडरशिप स्किल्स, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी, ऑल दीज थिंग्स, इन सब पे मैं वर्कशॉप्स करती हूँ. एंड आई ट्राई टू इंटरेक्ट विद एज मेनी पीपल एज पॉसिबल. मैं चाहती हूँ इंडिया जितनी जल्दी हो सके पत्थरों से बाहर आ जाए. वो बहुत सारे पत्थर जो पहनते हैं ना यहाँ पर और यहाँ पर, मैं चाहती हूँ उस सब से बाहर आ जाए, अपना फोकस जो है उनका इम्प्रूव हो जाए, and they are able to work more on themselves, on their inner being, so that they are able to attract what they want in their lives.
I think आपका ये जो vision है that you want to help people and make them grow, that's very nice because I am really astonished to hear such things. It's giving me positive vibes. So
I'll tell you one thing. It was very easy for me to continue my tarot profession, and I have I used to have clients from all over the globe.
Okay.
टैरो के लिए बहुत मेरे को काम आता था. एंड देन आई यूज्ड टू डू स्काइप. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 8 years बैक, जब ये जूम और गूगल मीट नहीं था. तब मैं स्काइप से पीपल हु आर सिटिंग इन यूएस, यूके, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, जो एनआरआईज बैठे होते थे, मैं उनके टैरो सेशंस कर रही होती थी. एंड देन मुझे लगा लोग इतने वल्नरेबल हैं, इतने डिपेंडेंट हैं. आई वॉज गेटिंग वेरी वेल पेड, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, बट मुझे इनर सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं आ रहा था कि मैं जो एक्चुअल उनको रेमेडी देनी है ना, दैट दे चेंज हियर, दे चेंज ऑन देयर एक्शन, वो मैं नहीं दे पा रही हूँ. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई चोज दिस कि नहीं, मुझे लोगों को इन सबसे जो मेरे कांटेक्ट में आता है, ट्राई कि वो अपने कर्मा पे बिलीव करे, अपने एक्शन पे बिलीव करे, एंड दे फोकस. सो दिस इज व्हाट माय मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव इज.
Since you are more of motivating others, my next question is a little bit contrary. How important do you think is for a person to be self-motivated?
See, it's very important to be self-motivated because outside motivation, it dies. It is like it dies too easily. It's like कि अगर आपकी body आपने बाहर से clean कर ली, वो बड़ी जल्दी गंदी हो जाएगी because dust आ जाए. अगर आपको अंदर से क्लीन करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? यू विल हैव टू ड्रिंक लॉट ऑफ वाटर, यू विल हैव टू वर्क ऑन योर डाइट, यू विल हैव टू एक्सरसाइज, एंड सारी चीजें आपको करनी पड़ेगी. वो नहीं करोगे तो बाहर की क्लीनिंग आप कितनी भी कर लो, आपको एक्ने निकलेगा, आपको कोई ना कोई हेल्थ इशू होगा अगर आप अपनी बॉडी को इंटरनली क्लीन नहीं रखोगे तो. सो सिमिलरली इट कम्स की सेल्फ मोटिवेशन, वो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. सो क्या होता है कि सेल्फ मोटिवेशन एंड आउटसाइड मोटिवेशन, इट गोज हैंड इन हैंड. अगर हम अंदर से तो बहुत मोटिवेटेड हैं, लेकिन हमें बाहर से कहीं से एनकरेजमेंट नहीं मिल रहा, एप्रिसिएशन नहीं मिल रहा, मोटिवेटेड रहने की वजह नहीं मिल रही, पर्पस नहीं मिल रहा, तो सेल्फ मोटिवेशन डाइज.
राइट.
तो इट गोज हैंड इन हैंड. सिर्फ आउटसाइड मोटिवेशन से नहीं चलेगा, सिर्फ इनसाइड मोटिवेशन से नहीं चलेगा. इन दोनों का बैलेंस बना के चलना पड़ेगा. फ्रीक्वेंटली टाइम टू टाइम आउटसाइड मोटिवेशन लेना पड़ेगा इनसाइड मोटिवेशन को कंटिन्यू करने के लिए.
Thank you so much for saying that, ma'am. I think that made a lot of sense, and many people will, grasp a lot of things from what you said. This brings me to my next question. I also noticed that, you are a speaker. So, as a speaker, I think it is very essential for one to have, good stage presence, confidence. So, how exactly do you think people should instill confidence before getting on stage?
See, confidence कैसे आता है? Confidence comes when you have worked on your skill. जब आपको पता है आपको ये काम आता है and you are good at it. हो सकता है initially पब्लिक फियर हो कि लोगों को देख के एकदम डर लगे, बट अगर स्किल पे वर्क किया हुआ है वो पब्लिक फियर एक और दो प्रेजेंटेशंस के बाद इट विल फेड अवे.
Right.
बट इफ यू हैवंट वर्कड ऑन योर स्किल एंड आप चाहो कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाए, इट कैन नॉट कम. कॉन्फिडेंस तभी आता है when you have something. See, anybody who is extremely rich will be, people call that person कि बहुत ego है इसमें, this person is very egoistic, हमेशा अपनी हाई में रहता है या रहती है. Why? Because that person is confident about the wealth that person is having. हमारी wealth क्या है? हमारी wealth is our skill. अगर कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए एज अ स्पीकर और एज अ स्टूडेंट और एज एनी प्रोफेशनल, सो आप जिस भी फील्ड में हैं, अगर आपके स्किल पर आपका कमांड होगा, आप उस स्किल को रेगुलरली अपडेट करते रहेंगे. जो भी आपकी फील्ड है उसमें आप यू कैन जस्ट कीप taking up new courses or keep reading, keep doing your research, so keep yourself updated with your skill. तो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली कॉन्फिडेंस रहेगा. नॉलेज से, स्किल से कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. इनिशियल थोड़ा थोड़ा जब पहली एक दो अपीयरेंस होती है आप थोड़ा सा डगमगाते हो, बट बिकॉज ऑफ योर स्किल देन you take it further and then there's no limit.
I completely agree with you on that, we have to keep working on ourselves and updating on everything. So even I will carry that forward in my future. Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to my next question about your profession. So how exactly does life coaching work, and when do we exactly see results?
Okay, so life coaching, like I said, it's very scientific, technical, logical process. There is no nothing like के बस आप सिर्फ बोल रहे हो, सिर्फ outside motivate कर रहे हो, preaching हो रही है. It's not like that. It's the real thing. Like suppose you have a goal that you want to clear a particular exam. Okay. So वो एग्जाम का डेट हमारे पास रहेगा कि इस टाइम पर ये डेट है. हाउ मच टाइम वी आर हैविंग बिफोर दिस. अगर हमारे पास 6 मंथ्स है तो 6 मंथ्स के सिलेबस को हमें सपोज आप you want to cover it 3 times, 2 times, 4 times, 5 times. How many times do you want to cover it? आप सिलेबस को, बिकॉज एक बार करने से आप उस बस को 5 बार कर लोगे, 4 बार कर लोगे, then there is surety that you will crack it because you've revised it multiple times. तो हम जब गोल बनाते हैं हम सिर्फ उसको इससे नहीं बनाते कि हमने सिर्फ इतना तक पहुंचना है. We make sure that we do not leave any stone unturned. कुछ भी possibility छोड़ते नहीं. ऐसा होना ही नहीं चाहिए कि हम वहां तक ना पहुंचे. So उसकी सारी हम possibilities cover up करके चलते हैं, right? So सपोज एग्जाम क्लियर करना है, हमने देन डिसाइड किया कि ओके फाइन हमें इतनी बार.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
What's wrong with my Safari? So sorry about that.
No problem.
All right. So so जो हमने गोल अपना सेट किया उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हमने देखना है कि हमने ये काम करना है. दिस इज द एक्शन रिक्वायर्ड फॉर दिस गोल. सपोज फिनिशिंग योर सिलेबस 5 टाइम्स. दिस इज द एक्शन रिक्वायर्ड. अब इस एक्शन को हम ओवरनाइट नहीं ले सकते. Right. So we need to divide this action into, अब हमारे जितने भी टाइम पीरियड हमारे पास है, मंथली, वीकली, डेली गोल पे लेकर के आना हमें पड़ेगा. फिर डेली गोल पर जब हम लेकर आएंगे हम इसको वीकली प्रोग्रेस चेक करेंगे कि डेली गोल्स हमने कितना परसेंट किया. अगर आप 90%, 80 to 90% अगर डेली गोल को अचीव कर पा रहे हो और आपका डिविएशन सिर्फ 1 या 2 दिन रहता है, then there is a strong possibility that we'll be able to make up. We'll be able to make it. अगर हमारे डेली गोल में ही आप डिविएशन हो पा रही हैं, आप डेली गोल ही नहीं मीट अप कर पा रहे हो, that means आपके माइंडसेट में कुछ इश्यू है. We need to work on it. Your focus span is poor, or perhaps you have some sort of mental आपको कुछ ना कुछ इश्यूज हैं या कुछ चीजें हैं जो आपको डिस्टर्ब करती हैं, डाइवर्ट करती हैं. So we need to work on those distractions also, because अगर distraction पे काम नहीं किया, it's like कि आपने water tank भर लिया and there are holes in that tank and water is getting leaked out, तो फिर कुछ भी पानी भरने का फायदा ही नहीं है. तो वो holes भी seal करने पड़ेंगे, distractions भी हमें attend करनी पड़ेंगी. So we cover all the areas and we work one on one. जहां भी जो भी obstacle आता जाता है, we just deal with it one by one and we make sure that you achieve your goal. And if there's a possible, if it happens that you do not achieve your goals in the set time, then we see the reason behind it.
Okay.
Sometimes it is found that that was not the real goal, that was the goal just to show somebody, or it was forced on those on that person, or it was like कि बस बचपन से decide कर लिया था करना है, but it was not their inner calling. Then during this time they discover their inner calling, because इतना pressure रहता है, because अभी तो आपको पता है एग्जाम 6 महीने के बाद है, आप रोज नहीं पढ़ते हो. बट जब अनामिका बीइंग एन अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर रोज आपको कह रही है कि आज कितना हुआ, आज कितना हुआ, आज कितना हुआ, वीकली वी आर डिस्कसिंग, अच्छा नहीं हुआ, क्यों नहीं हुआ. तो जब प्रेशर में गो थ्रू करते हो ना, देन यू गेट डिस्कवरी ऑल्सो कि नहीं यार ये तो मेरी कॉलिंग ही नहीं है. So these kind of discoveries happen. This is how life coaching works. So हमारे yearly, monthly goal पे, daily goal पर work होता है, and then we get discoveries and we make sure that we achieve our bigger goal.
I think it is something very new, because this is having, like a very thoughtfully crafted process to help people out. So I am very happy to know that, ma'am. Great going. Good for you.
Like I said, it is very scientific, technical and logical. It is not something blind, and it pushes you.
Yes.
The beautiful part is it pushes you. इसलिए लोग जो है they walk out of it कि नहीं हो पा रहा है हमसे, pressure नहीं हो पा रहा है. And people who go through this pressure, they actually get good results.
Very nice to know that, ma'am. My next question is, so there's this type, not exactly saying, but people say that one who motivates others usually tends to get demotivated themselves. So have you ever faced times when you have your own personal insecurities? So how exactly do you deal with that?
See, everybody has. We all humans, and सबको common human emotions ही go through करने पड़ेंगे. जब हम इस human form में we are living, so we'll have to go through the same kind of things, same kind of feelings, similar kind of failures, similar kind of expectations. All of us want love, happiness, peace, all these things. We are all looking for common goals, but where we are looking for it, sometimes happiness is in a cup of tea, sometimes happiness is playing with your dog. So kahan hum dhoond rahe, that is very different for all of us. I too have my share of low times, bad times, tough times, when it seems that नहीं हो पा रहा है. बहुत सारी चीजें, like suppose अभी I'm talking to you and I was getting a call from a journalist that there's this article, ma'am, we need your quote. I was like, अभी तो I'm just going for this thing, then I can talk with you at 7. No ma'am, 7 p.m. I'll be out, so can you call me at 8:30? मैंने कहा नहीं, 8:30 I have my own session. So sometimes चीजें इतनी सारी pile up हो जाती हैं that it gets very difficult to keep yourself organized. But that is how life is. We need to deal with it. So it happens, and then you think about it, and then you find a solution. And if you're not able to find a solution, I sleep over it. मैं तो फिर अगर मुझे नहीं solution मिलता है अपनी किसी problem का, I let it be and I sleep over, and next day I get this some kind of answers from my own inner mind, and that is the solution to it.
I think we're on the same page, because even when I go through something, I just be like, okay, I'm going to sleep. Let's just see what happens. So good relatability on that. Moving on to my next question. What advice do you have for people to help them to be positive, or not always, but to have a positive approach towards life?
Come again, repeat your question, Hiba, please.
Sorry, ma'am. What advice do you have for people to help them have a positive approach towards life?
Okay, so the thing is that we need to understand that it's not possible to have a positive approach always.
Yes.
Like yesterday, I was just talking to a client, and that client's husband has got some serious legal problems and some serious legal issues, and that lady was really upset and okay, what to do. So I can't tell her be positive. She'll be like, this girl is crazy. यार पागल हो गई है अनामिका, मेरे को इतना problem हो रहा है, कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है, and she's saying कि be positive. So that time the approach has to be that at least come in the stage of acceptance.
Yes.
कि this is there. अभी ये situation है, इससे worst भी हो सकती है. First of all, let us accept that. Let us acknowledge that this is what may happen and what is actually happening to us presently. So ये acceptance, acknowledgement बहुत जरूरी है. ये बहुत सारे लोग, lot of people are not able to practice this thing because they just simply want कि अभी positive हो, बदल जाए सब कुछ, just like that. That doesn't work. So acceptance, I believe, is the first thing. And then second thing is acknowledging your emotions that you're feeling because of that situation. Third is, then you think positively what best you can do. What best you can do. Instead of complaining, blaming, criticizing that this person is wrong, situation is wrong, government is wrong, or whatever is wrong, I don't know, their horoscope is wrong, perhaps, I don't know, because people just blame. उन्होंने ऐसा कर दिया, ये ऐसा हो गया, I don't have money, had अगर ये situation होती, then I would have solved it easy. अभी तो वो नहीं है ना. That doesn't give you solution, that gives you frustration. So उसको हटा करके just think very positively what best you can do. This is a positive approach. Acceptance, acknowledgement, and then thinking what best you can do. This I'm talking about tough times, extremely tough times, right? Then comes like in our day-to-day lives, when when we need to work and we're lacking motivation, then we need to see it very positively that how just getting one small task done might give us a sense of accomplishment, sense of achievement, and how will that make us feel.
Yes.
And where will it take us? That is a positive approach, that talking to your mindset all the time and just focusing on your next action. Just keep focusing on your next action. That is again a positive approach. So positive approach is not just that you get positive quotes, आपका कुछ भी हो आप suppress कर दो. Suppressing is not being positive. Dealing with it is being positive.
I think this generation, because we are living in a very fast moving world, we need to hear this because many of us tend to get demotivated very easily. So I think whoever's listening to this will really have a lot of positive impact. So thank you so much for doing that, ma'am. And I think we did enough of the knowledgeable talking. Let's move on to something fun. My fun segment for the day is, tell us your favorite memory or experience while being a life coach.
Okay. So, see, I'll tell you, I've had a lot of memories with my lot of wonderful clients when they work and they get results and then they call me that this thing has happened. So that really makes me feel satisfied, peaceful, content that, okay, I'm able to make difference in someone's life. I'll give you 3 incidents. I was just giving a talk in a session, a group of people, and they were all lawyers and all like lawyers. You know how lawyers are. They argue a lot and they're very smart. They don't just absorb things like that. They would differentiate. They would, they would make their own, think about it from their own point of view, right? So I just gave a talk on something and everyone was like, okay, this is really nice. And I think it's new and it really works. We never thought it like this. So lawyers saying that, not arguing and accepting your point of view, your talk, that is again, a different feeling altogether. And then it was a 3-day event. So next day when I went, there was this lady, she came up, ma'am, I'm really thankful to you because what you spoke yesterday, I thought how I was dealing with my own daughter. And when I thought from your perspective and I spoke to my daughter, things became so clear. I could not see it like this since last so many years, and just one day session with you changed my entire perspective about my daughter's doings or what she was going through. So, and she came that I'm really grateful to you for doing that, for taking the session and for sharing your knowledge. And I was like, really, that made me feel really happy that, okay, fine, I've been able to make an impact in someone's life. So that was extremely gratifying. Then there was another client of mine. She is CEO of an export firm. And last 2 years have been really tough because of the pandemic. And when the lockdown happened and all the factories were shut down and everything was there, so she came to me and she started taking sessions that, I have this goal that I want to have this much turnover for my company. And we all knew that there's lockdown, there's this whole economic slowdown, and she wants this, which was quite higher than what she was having at that time. So, but that was her goal. So it's her goal. I can't say that, okay, it's not fair, because it's her goal. So we started working on that. And to my surprise, because we were working on a daily thing, she worked daily on it. And she had 10 times what she was actually, wanting to achieve.
Wow.
She actually achieved 10 times because she was mailing 100, like double. Like I said, agar 5 time humne revision karna hai na, that 5 time will make sure that we don't miss that goal. So usko agar roz 10 emails karne the, she was sending like 80 to 100 emails. She was sending every day to a lot of, clients and everybody. She was doing a lot of meetings and doing a lot of efforts, and things happened. And before every meeting, she would just text me, I'm just about to enter into this meeting, wish me luck. And then I used to wish her luck. And then after that, she would used to tell me that only because of your good luck, it all happened. But I said, no, it's not because of me. It's because of your hard work. I just gave you the framework. That's it. You worked hard, you achieved it. And nobody was expecting in their office to, have that kind of rise in their business, but it happened. So these kind of things make me like really happy.
It's all in the small joys that we get the biggest happiness. So your stories did complete justice to it. And I think this was the perfect way to come to the end of this interview, because we had such a positive connection and I myself got so many positive vibes after talking to you. So thank you so much for giving us your time, ma'am. And I hope you had a great time doing this with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the best to you, Hiba.
You too,
Take
ma'am.
care.